Hey, good afternoon, students. Now, the next topic that we are going to study is the matrix representation. Matrix representation. Matrix representation. Matrix representation. And this matrix representation is in the form of linear operator. So, hence, I can say matrix representation of linear operator. Of linear operator. And let us say this linear operator is a T. This linear operator is a T. So let T be the linear operator. Let T be the linear operator. And E1, E2, E3 are the E1, E2, E3. In this way, En are the basis, right? This is E1, E2, E3 are actually called as the standard basis, right? You might be knowing the standard basis are E1 is equals to 1, 0 and E2 is equals to 0, 1 in 2 dimensions. If you want to write in 3 dimensions, this will be equals to E1 is equals to 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 0, 1. So these are the standard basis vectors, right? You might have studied these standard basis vectors and all. So E1, E2, E3 up to En are the basis vectors, or you can say it's a standard basis vectors that we have assumed, and T is the linear operator, isn't it? Then a linear operator operated on all these basis vectors, that is Te1, Te2, Te3. In this way, the linear operator operated on all basis vector. Last vector is Ten, right? Are the vectors, these are all the vectors in vector space V, isn't it? And therefore each of them, all of them are in, I can say hence all of them are in linear combination, isn't it? They are all in linear combination of let us say EI, right? And therefore I can write the first linear operator operated on the basis Te1, and this Te1 is equals to A11. Let us assume that the coefficients are A11, A12, etc. plus A12, E2 plus A13, E3 plus dot 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 plus A1n, En. Got it? Similarly, the linear operator operated on the second basis E2 will give you the relation A21 E1 plus A22 E2 plus A23 E3 plus dot 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 plus what will be the last element? A2n En. Isn't it? In this way, for the last linear operator operated on the last basis En, Ten is equals to A n1. There are n number of elements, so n number of scalar coefficients into E1 plus A n2 E2 plus A n3 E3 plus what will be the last element? A n n E n. Got it? We got these relations, isn't it? And once these relations are known or can be written by using the linear operator operated on the basis, then this will give you a matrix, right? And that is called as the matrix representation of the basis vectors, right? And its matrix I will write here, and this matrix is denoted with the help of a linear operator, and this will be equals to, the first column will be the coefficient of the first linear operator operated on the basis even, right? So all these coefficients will be in the first column, not in the row, right? So A11, A12 will be in the first column, A11, A12, A13. Let me report this, right? So in this way, what will be the last element of the matrix? It will be equals to A1n. Similarly, the second column will be the coefficients of this, right? So this is equals to A21, A22, A23. In this way, you will get A2n. And the last element of this matrix will be equals to this not this one, right? AN1, AN1, AN2, AN3, and the last one is ANN. Got it? So this is the matrix, and this matrix is called as the matrix representation of the linear operator of the vector space, right? Using the basis vectors. So hope you have understood this, and we'll go for the problems based on this, so that you'll get the more clarity on the topic, and then some homework problems to you. So let's go for the first problem based on this. So the problem number 1 is, find the matrix representation of following operator. Find the matrix representation of following operator T of an operator T on R2 relative to basis T on R square or R2, right? Why R2? Because these are the real numbers having dimensions 2, that's why R2, right? So let us assume that the basis vectors are E1 and E2, and what are the basis vectors? Just now I told you E1 is 1 0 and E2 is 0 1, right? If two vectors are there, right? If you want E3 also in 3 dimensions, then also you can write it, isn't it? So these are the two standard basis vectors, I can say. Standard basis vector in R2. Got it? If basis vectors are known and the problem that you have to solve is the linear operator must be known to you, and that will be provided to you. So linear operator is a function of two variables x and y, and this is equals to 2x minus 3y and x plus y, right? So this is your linear operator, and using this linear operator, let me write the second bit also. Second bit will be the homework for you. So linear operator is a function of two variables x and y, and this is equals to 5x plus y, and the second one is 3x minus 2y. 3x minus 2y. That's all, right? So let us solve the first one, and let's obtain the matrix representation of this linear operator using the basis vectors E1 and E2, standard basis vectors E1 and E2 in R2, right? So as the basis vectors E1 and E2 are known to you, or it will be given to you, but these are generally known. So E1 and E2 is equals to 1 0 and 0 1, and the linear operator is equals to 2x minus 3y, and the second element is x plus y. Now TE1 linear operator operated on the first basis vector E1 is equals to TE1 T10 I can write, and this will give you relation equals to, you can multiply this to the first element of the linear operator, and this will give you, put the values of x and y equals to 1 and 0. If you put the value of x is equals to 1 and y equals to 0, this will give you 2, isn't it? So the first element after linear operator operated on the basis E1 is equals to 2, and the second, again put these x and y values into this will give you 1. Got it? So linear operator T operated on the basis vector E1 will give you these values. Fine, right? If these are written, then write it again in the form of E1 and E2, so that you will get these vectors as 2 and 1. So this will be written as 2E1 plus E2. So even if you put the values of E1 equals to 1 0, this will be a 2 only, so this will be 2. And if you put the values of E2 is equals to 0 1 0 1, so the y is equals to 1, and hence you will get y equals to 1 and x is equals to 0 here, right? So this, I got the linear transformation for the first basis vector, this. Got it? Similarly do for E2. So linear transformation T operated on E2, and this will give you T now 0 1, second basis vector is a 0 1. Now put these values of x and y into this relation. So 2x minus 3y will give you minus 3, and this will give you 1 only. So minus 3 and 1 are the values, right? And this can be written as minus time 3 E1, right, plus E2, right? So these are the two relations that we got, and now transform this into a matrix, and therefore I can write here the linear transformation matrix using the basis vector is equals to, now these coefficient must be the first column, so 2 1 is the first column, or you can write this directly as the first column and this as the second column, minus 3 and 1, and this is called as the matrix transformation or matrix representation of linear operator T, right? So this is the answer. So hope you find this very simple. Similarly, you can work out the second one also. This is also very simple. So you just put out the values and you will get, we'll do this within a moment, and then I'll give you the homework problems. I supposed to give you this as a homework problem, but still we'll solve this. So for second case, for B, this is for A case. So TE2, TE1 will be how much? T10, and this will give you, put the values of x and y equals to 1 and 0, and this will give you the 5. And if you, in the second case, if you put the values of x and y equals to 1 and 0, you will get 3 only, right? And TE2, so put the values of x and y as a 0 and 1, so this will give you, if x is equals to 0, you will get 1 here, and x is equals to 0, y is equal to, you will get minus 2 here, right? So 5 and 3, 1 and minus 2, and you can write these relations as, now how much you will get here? You will get 5E1 plus 3E2, and this will be equals to E1 minus 2E2. Now what will be the matrix? TE is equals to 5 3 and 1 minus 2. So this is the relation, or this is the answer for the second case, right? Now homework problems for you. based on the matrix representation. First homework problem. Find the matrix representation of each of the operator. Find matrix representation of each of the operator T in the above example. Just now we have solved in the above example. With respect to basis, now basis vector is given to you. The basis vectors are f1 is equals to 1 2 and f2 is equal to 2 3. In earlier case, your basis vectors are standard basis vectors 1 0 and 0 1. Here the standard basis vectors are not given to you. The basis vectors are different 1 2 and 2 3. So these are the values of x and y, just that's all, right? And you are asked to find the matrix representation of each of the operator, right? The second example is there are 4 different bits, so let me indicate these bits as first, second, third and fourth. 3 bits, so 3. So the first vector is 1 t e to the power t and t e to the power t. Second is e to the power t, e to the power 2t, and the third is t e to the power 2t. The third is sin t and cos t. Sin t, cos t. That's all. Is a basis of vector space. Is a basis of vector space. Is a basis of vector space V of a function f, and f is a function of real variables or R to R. Let D be the differential operator. D be the differential operator on vector space V. Then you are asked find D in each case. Find D in each case. Now in above example, T is the linear transformation operator. Here D is the operator, right? So you are supposed to calculate its derivatives, and then you are asked to calculate the D matrix, right? So hope you can solve this problem. And there are one more problem, right? The next problem I will write here. let T be the linear operator. Let T is a linear operator. I will write in short form. Linear operator on R2, and then the relation of T of xy is given to you. T of xy is equals to 4x minus 2y and 2x plus y, and you are asked to find the matrix T for basis. Basis is given to you. For the basis f1 equal to 1 1 and f2 equal to minus 1 0. So these are the three homework problems to you. This 3 will become, this is 1 and these 3, that means 3 into 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4 and 5. Almost up to 5 problems. So hope matrix representation of linear operator you have understood, and in the next video we'll go for the linear inner product for the vector space, called as linear product space also. Fine. Hope you find this interesting, and we'll stop now here. Thank you.